Hi, how we doing? So it's 10 o'clock in the morning on the 25th of January. It's a Wednesday, so halfway through the week. Yay! Um, so my plan is where we are. We're just between Cambuslang and Mount Vernon, which is on the border of Glasgow and South Lanarkshire. I'm going to take you down to Lanark, and then we'll go to New Lanark, which is a mill that's closed down a long time ago. A lot of it's been turned into houses, and I think it was last opened in the 1960s. I think they actually shut down by the time the 70s came anyway, and then went into desperate repair. But the reason why I want to go down there is because of the Clyde Falls. The River Clyde goes through that area, and there's a waterfall there that drops about 80 foot, I believe. I think the story was. And I'm hoping because of the rain that it will be very dramatic and lovely and exciting, and I'll be a wee kind of miniature Niagara Falls. I'm hoping I don't go down there and it's a trickle and this is a wasted video and journey. But it's still nice to see. It's a nice walk. Not very good if you've got mobility issues like myself. My days of being a billy goat climbing the mountains have gone. So I'll take you on the journey, and we'll go down the M74, but I'm going to come off and we'll take some rural roads, because it's a nicer drive. Motorways are, they're fast and stuff like that, but they're kind of boring. It's not a very nice journey. I'd rather see the trees and the mountains and hills and the rivers and things like that. So if we go that way, we'll go through a couple of wee villages, and then we'll hit the main Lanark, and then we'll make our way down to New Lanark, and we'll start from there. Landing a wet road. See a lot of reflection. It'll be blinding. Right, we are coming off here at junction 7. This is a lap called the Lanark exit. Lanark Hall being on the right hand side. This is a nice wee drive. Goes right along the Clyde. Parts of the Clyde that people don't see, because Glasgow is more associated with the Clyde than South Lanarkshire. It's strange because it starts in South Lanarkshire and works its way down into Glasgow. This area here is all garden centres. Garden centre to the left, garden centres to the right. You have to take your time round here because people go from one garden centre to the other, so they just kind of pull out and then stop and then turn. There's desperation to get their plants. I must get my plants. They're not really thinking about traffic and everybody else. They're just thinking about what they want to do, where they're going. But it is really busy. They do really well. These garden centres are always busy. Other sorts of things. It's a different world. It's not like the city life. Everything's at a slower pace. You can't rush it. If you go into a shop, used to be a local shop up here, if you went in there to buy something, they'd be talking about, how's your John, and how's your Sarah, and how's your Eileen, and no, he's away doing this and doing that. You want to buy a pint of milk or just get a can of something to drink. You've got to wait. You end up hearing the whole conversation about the whole entire family, and this one did that, and this one did this, and you don't get served until they finish that conversation. I remember that the first time I was out this way. And I kind of said, look, any chance I can pay for this? And it's like, oh no, you need to wait your turn. Well, you're having a conversation. Well, don't be rude. There's your kind of more in the city and in the suburbs. You're just going out, next person in, out, you know. Out here, no. Some of the places, they all know each other. I believe the shop shut down now, which is a shame because it was quite funny. I did like going in there, you know, just standing in a line waiting while they talk about how's John. Oh, John's doing all bad now, you know. And how's the wee? You know, the wee Ian's great. And how's your your John? Oh, my John's all right. That's him retired. That's him get a new job or whatnot. This is us coming into Lanark now. It's a royal borough. It still has a Lanark Day, where they have a kind of parade of floats. Well, it's a big hill, so they come down the hill. Some of them are pulled by people. Quite a lot of them are pulled by people, and then they have to climb that hill back up again. I don't really fancy it myself. Even this is a bit of a walk. I have walked it once because I missed the bus, and I was overtaken by an old lady. Clearly she had been doing it her whole life, because I had only been doing it for 10 minutes. I think it would have been easier climbing Everest. When you think about it, back in the day, this is what people had to do. They had to walk, carry loads and things. It's really nice down here. It's one of my wife's favourite places. So you have two car parks. There's the top car park, which is now a pay car park. So this is the road down to New Lanark. I don't like the other car park. The walk up the hill is horrendous. It's pretty much straight up, and I've not got the mobility to do that, or the fitness. So down here you also have a hotel, very nice looking building. We did stay there one night for our anniversary, and it was terrible. I was really shocked. The bed was uncomfortable, it was done in, really worn out mattress. I could hear the people next door, who were also celebrating their relationship quite loudly. There was mould on the windows. It really wasn't really dirty. I was quite shocked actually. We did come for New Year's Eve, New Year's Day celebration. It was quite good. Good meal and all that, and they did the bells for the band, and after the bells they had, for the bells sorry, they had a piper where they gave you a glass of Prosecco and you could go outside and there was a piper and fireworks for the bells, which is quite nice. So here we are in Lanark. People live here, they have the houses, even though it is a sort of museum. They've even got a kind of old sweet shop, which they kind of stock like it's an old sweet shop. It's a beautiful place. Not very good for a phone signal, mind you. We'll let this car go. See if we can find a parking space. As I said, these are people's homes as well. They also do a lot of weddings, which is interesting. So we'll go for a wee wander and see what we can see. So I've arrived at New Lanark, which is a historic mill. As you can see, over here away from the sun. So that's the hotel. So it was founded in 1978 by David Dale, who built the cotton mills, powered by the River Clyde. Look at that church. See the walk? I'll show you this walk. Meant it up to myself here, but that's what happens. I've done that walk. Starts off alright, then it becomes, why did I do this? So, it was founded by 1785 by David Dale. He built this and powered it by the River Clyde. And it powered all the cotton mills. Every time I try to do something, somebody appears. Workers lived in the village, just steps from the mill, and one of the earliest examples of a planned industrial community. So that's some of the houses here. There's also a school and a shop, as well as a church. You can see some of the houses. So in 1800, Dale's son-in-law Robert Owen took over. He believed the industry could be both productive and humane. He banned child labour under 10 and introduced free education, proof housing and reduced working hours. These ideas were radical at the time, but they worked, and New Lanark became a model for social reform across the world. It's a beautiful sight, this. The mill's operated for nearly 2 centuries, finally closed in 1968, well before my time. That's sunlight behind the camera here. Let's go down these stairs. After that, the village fell into decline, but it was saved by conservation efforts in the 1970s. It's beautiful. So that's Robert Owen's actual house, I believe. And there's a bell to tell you it's time to get up and go to school. So the school was actually way up there, I believe. So UNESCO designated it a World Heritage Site in 2001. Isn't that brilliant? Is this gate open? Have I just come down the wrong way? So we'll go for a wander and have a look. Is that school? Yes. Whew. This is now a hotel and spa. I said we stayed here and it was terrible, absolutely terrible. Good for a meal, and again the New Year was okay, but after that, no, it was terrible. I was quite shocked. It might have just been our room, might be better now. It was a long time ago. I believe there's new management. Anyway, that's not what we're here for. Okay, that's where the water runs off. Not very deep. So they turned this into a museum where you do this sort of experience where you ride on a gondola. You can walk around on the outside, but I think you need tickets for that. Whatever. Let's go have a look. Don't really get a signal down here. Got these windows. Can you see anything? So you get the Annie McLeod experience ride, a short immersive dark ride where you meet Annie, a small girl from 1820, who narrates what life is like working and living around New Lanark. But remember, it was a kind of sort of projection where she spoke and they showed you old pictures and virtual sounds. So you get a people in cotton exhibit featuring a 130-year-old spinning machinery still in operation, showing how cotton was processed and how the mills functioned. I believe that's the way up there, upstairs. I'm not very good at this, my first time doing these, so bear with me. There's 2 tenement flats recreated to show living conditions in 1820s and 1930s, offering a direct comparison of how life evolved over time. They're actually pretty cool. You go into this art house and it's all set up like a house would be back then. It's quite mental how people lived. You've got the Robert Owens house, and there's also the school for children and the rooftop garden. So what's the prices? So adults are 15, concessions 11, children £7.50. And it's open Wednesday to Sunday, 10 to 4 PM. Let's go and have a look. This water we used to power the mill. Goes in there. Oh, that's cold. Oh. Nice day for it. There we go. It's good. So the waterfall's really flowing. So let's do some info. I'll let you have a look at this. I'm not going to do a big long explanation. So we'll have a look. Good to see this waterfall. When's the last time I saw one of these? So you see the water turns it, and that is to turn the wheels in the mill. Oh, up these stairs. How you doing? So we'll continue on our journey of New Lanark. We're going to look at this wheel from the bottom. Look at that. Isn't this great? The height of that compared to me. You see, get my hat up, it's a bit cold. Right. We shall batter on. So these are the turbines. I like to read that. These are what left. A lot of this was all scrapped. They get left to ruin and sold to scrap. The Jovel turbine, 1884. So I'll zoom in, let you read that. Not for me. We're using it as a bin. These are the new Lanark turbines. Go up and see this waterfall. We can get a shot from here. The sun just in the right and wrong position. You can see it's really flowing, so this could be good. This could be good for a walk. Speaking to a couple there, they're over from Paisley. Get by all these cars, look at these buildings. See if I can peek over here. Get a wee look. Right. Still recording. Call this. Step back in time. So around here's all these paths they can walk. It's for obviously the workers to walk around. As Robert Owen believed in the whole well-being of exercise. I believe this was a gas furnace. Listen to that. Go over and see this. Isn't that amazing? Really loud, really loud. The thunder. Over here, maybe we get a better view. I'm gonna have to shout now because it's really loud. That's where I was standing away over there. don't get to see that. That's really loud in there. Have one more look and then we'll go move on. So we're going up there and along there. Will be a runoff. He checks all my car keys. There's a wee map. So you are here. So we're there. That's where we're going to go to. Look at this. So we're going to go to the Bonington Linn. So we'll go see that. Climb these stairs. Oh, spooky, woo! Fix my trousers are falling down. That was great, wasn't it? Absolutely amazing. It's something out of Willy Wonka, except it's not made of chocolate. If Willy Wonka came out there in a wee boat. So this is a walkway. Doing the walkway. Ooh, that's where we were standing. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Excuse me if I'm breathing heavily, but I'm not in very good shape. Very slidey. Amazing. I know I keep saying that, but it is amazing. Right. All the different wildlife you'll see. Look at this path, nothing. Very slips you away. It's a beautiful walk. My wife's going to murder me because she loves this place and I've went here while she's at work. And she'll love to see it like this. Anyway, I'll be quiet and let you enjoy it. Don't like to fall in there. We've got a barrier here, so you stop and enjoy it. Amazing. How you doing? Going up for a walk. Well, I brought my dog, but he's getting a bit lazy in his old age. I used to have another dog, a collie, and he loved this place. He kept wanting to try and jump into the Clyde. Which it may be entertaining to him, but I'm the one that has to go rescue him, and I can't swim, so that wasn't happening. I don't know if my camera's getting distorted. Well, that's not amazing. Well, there's a weir. And just the other side of that weir there's a wall, and he loved trying to jump on it. Oh, these stairs. Almost there. How you doing? Hiya. There we go. So I stopped talking, get my breath back. And now we go down to the look at these woods. You see any squirrels? I see some birds' nests. I believe this is where the water goes in. Somebody walking across that. It wouldn't be me. Hey, we'll carry on. We're heading up now to the power station. It's a hydro where they generate electricity. Well, obviously it's a hydro. Our water's very close to this bridge. I'm enjoying this. I used to go out and walk about. I don't do enough of it. I'd had a back injury and it done damage. Made my leg a bit weak. And I kind of lost the confidence and ability for a wee while. More people. You can see it's very busy. How you doing? I do. How you doing? You're excited. Oh, doggy there lost his ear. Soft spot for dogs. I stopped tying my shoelace, it seems to keep coming undone. Continuing the walk. Now what's this? Tells you all about more nature kingfishers. Interesting. I am sweating. Should not have wore thermals. It's a lot warmer than I thought. I walked round it. It took us about an hour to walk all the way around. A friend and I decided to do it one day, and we brought no provisions, no water, no food, sweeties, nothing. And it's a good 4 or 5 mile, but it's a hard mile because we were climbing up and down the rocks and looking at the water and down at the waterfall. Our two were absolutely dying, and we were walking back. My knees were gone, his knees were gone, my feet were sore, dehydrated, chapped lips, you name it. And eventually we get back to New Lanark Mill, and then he suddenly remembers that in his bag he had a bag of sweets or candy, depends where you're coming from. I swear I could have killed him. So we ended up going up to the shop, come in there like we've been in the Sahara Desert for days. Mum was just looking at us as we were started opening cans of water and cans of juice and bottles of water, started drinking. We started eating everything before we paid for it, and I think I'm like, oh, New Lanark, oh, breath. So learned that lesson. Don't go walking without checking your route. Look at this. Isn't this a privilege? For me anyway. Just taking it easy. This sounds quite slidey. There's a wee brook down there. Where that's bit. Tell me that's not scary. I'll stop here and just enjoy it for a wee while. Not much in the wildlife. I suppose it's the wrong time of year. So I'm going to stop recording for a wee second, and I'll bring these back when I get fruit down there. Where that's bit. Tell me that's not scary. I'll stop here and just enjoy it for a wee while. Not much in the wildlife. I suppose it's the wrong time of year. So So I'm going to stop recording for a wee second and I'll bring these back when I get further up. So here we are at the hydro electric. This is Bonnyton Power Station. Amazing looking building. That kind of whole Gothic Art Deco look about it. And so it came from here with the houses. That guy there didn't say hello, very rude. I had earphones on. This next bit's a killer. It's a big hill. Very, very big hill. Hard work. Let's stop and get a wee picture. Right, carry on. Look at an evil henchman lives in there. So what's this? So that's a turbine runner. It's a key component of a turbine which is very part of the hydroelectric power generation. The turbine runs from the Unit 1 at Bonnyton Hydro Power Station, originally installed in 1997. Leave information there. And that's where all the water comes in. You hear that thunder. How was this for the evil henchman? Oh, what did take a man hailer? Oh, you come up here, look like something wrong with you.
I was the same, but it's in full spate.
Is it full spate now? Good.
Aye, because I've been up here and there's been virtually nothing there, and folk have been actually standing in the falls, if you know what I mean.
Right.
I know that today. Look at this.
Class. As you may have seen, the sun's moved. I stopped to talk to a lady. She was having a conversation with me, show me her videos. She said it's waterfalls flowing. As I say, you walk along here, look how beautiful that is. Look at that. So, we'll go at the first part. We'll read the wee story and then we'll go up to where it's absolute murder. You all like this? I am knackered. It is a long walk. But I promised you I'd take you, so here we go. These are the stairs. Seems to get everybody. And then when you speak to they'll tell you these stairs are a killer. Especially if you're not fit. Oh, which I'm not. we preview what's to come. I'm only pretending when you go, I'm just out of breath.
Cheers, like.
No worries. Oh. Almost there. Starting to slow down now. Where we came from. Whew. Stop here, drink of water, let you enjoy the view. Whew. Oh man, I'm done in. This is what we came for. Whew. Let's see the backstory. So, we have a story here in the footsteps of William Wallace. So, I get my breath back, man. The footsteps of William Wallace. So after slaughtering the sheriff, they buggered off down here. They took refuge in a cave between the Corra Linn and the Bonneton Linn under the hue and cry, until the hue and cry died down. Then these folks thought to have made escape for Ettrick Forest. So I wonder if that's that cave down there. So I'll read this for you. At nearly 30 metres high, Corra Linn is the most impressive of the three waterfalls that can be found on the falls of the Clyde Wildlife Reserve. Corra may derive from the 14th century courthouse estate name of Corcus, often a Celtic word for extraordinary. So at the end of the Ice Age, a vast glacial meltwater lake has formed to the southeast of this point, with the land here and to the northwest still under the edge of a large ice sheet. A catastrophic ice dam failure allowed the water to escape under the ice, carving out the present day gorge and the falls as it flowed towards what is now Glasgow and the Firth of Clyde. So I believe it's something like 80 foot high. It looks amazing. We have been here when it's been dry. Different story. Anyway, we'll go for a wee bit more because I need to get going. So it's worth coming if you enjoy that sort of thing, of punishing yourself this way. I'm done. I'm really done. The guy running up there, braver man than me. We'll do this wee climb, then we'll head back. Well, I'll head back because these are alright, these have been carried. Don't like to fall on that. Anyway, time to go. The easy part. Unfortunately, there's no shortcut home. Whew. Right, I hope you enjoyed this video. I nearly killed myself doing it. It's not enough to come up, no, sorry. Hope you enjoyed this video. I nearly killed myself doing it. Yeah, good day. I enjoyed that. I'm gonna head back to the car now and cry. So, thanks for watching.